High Crimes, a Georgia Davis novel of suspense. Written by Libby Fischer Hellmann. Narrated by Eva Kaminsky. To Susie Fisher, who for the past 2 years has provided a beacon lighting the way through the dark. Chapter 1. Where is she, Kurt? Dina's never late. The 10 minutes of generally accepted grace time had passed, but Dina was nowhere in sight. Ruth had texted and called every 2 minutes, but her messages went unanswered. Kurt, a bear of a man with shaggy brown hair, beard, and puppy dog eyes, shrugged. She's probably stuck in traffic. He gestured to the crowd from the wings of the stage. Look at these folks. Did you ever imagine all this? Ruth dared to look out at the masses. Her breath caught. Thousands of people were streaming into Grant Park, 300 sprawling acres in the middle of downtown Chicago. They were heading to the bandstand shell and stage at the southern end of the park. Ruth remembered the last time she'd been here, an unusually balmy November night in 2008. Obama had just won the election. It was a miracle that the entire world had shared. Now, though, icy puffs of air, aided by a stiff January wind, frosted her cheeks and seeped through her coat. The crowd size wasn't nearly as large as Obama's, but people seemed buoyed by the cold, cheering and waving signs that proclaimed, "We are the resistance, never give up," and other political bromides. Some wore the knitted kitten hats that had become popular after the election. Most were grinning and joking, as if the occasion were a rock concert or football game, rather than a demonstration. Kurt peered up at the sky. I hope there's a drone up there filming this. Maybe we could get the footage to use on social media. Ruth glanced up, twisting the shoulder strap of her bag. Yeah, good idea. But where is Dina? Another man, lean and lanky, the Jeff to Kurt's mutt, fiddled with a microphone stand on the center of the stage. He looked over at Ruth. Chill. Traffic is shitty. Ruth shook her head and waved her cell in the air. She always picks up, but it's going to voicemail. Probably on the L. DJ ran a hand through his long blonde ponytail. But you're right. We can't wait forever. What do you want to do? Give her another minute. Dina would never blow this off, DJ, Kurt said. Not after all her work. A flood of memories washed over Ruth. The two of them in Dina's condo, full of plans and purpose. Working 24-hour days, planning, eating junk food in the omnipresent blue-white light of their laptops. Hard to believe it had been more than a year. This is just the beginning. DJ grinned. After today, we'll have a real shot at accomplishing something. But what if something happened? Dina had been getting those creepy calls. Ruth pushed the thought away. Lots of prominent people got crank calls, Dina had said dismissively. And they, Dina made sure to say, were famous. Almost. They would laugh. Some people in the crowd, clearly impatient, started to clap rhythmically. A signal for the show to begin. Others joined in. Ruth, DJ, and Kurt exchanged glances. A wave of nausea climbed up Ruth's throat. Okay, Kurt said. Color me officially worried. Relax, people, DJ said. Nothing bad's happened to Dina. She's indestructible. She was fine yesterday, Ruth said. She was pumped. Did she go over what she was going to say? DJ asked. Of course. She practiced, rehearsed it with me. And Kurt. She nodded at him. Well, you're numero dos, Kurt said. Was there a hint of resentment in his voice? Ruth wondered. If she doesn't get here soon, you're on deck. Ruth let out a tiny cry of terror. I can't. Why not? There are thousands of people out there. They're expecting Dina. DJ slipped his hands in his pockets. The show must go on. There are way too many people. I'd rather...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?